All right, hello, Coach K here, and in today's video we are making vegetable chow mein. For this we will be using coconut aminos, garlic cloves and ginger cloves, rice vermicelli, available at any Asian, Oriental market, even a lot of regular grocery stores have them now. We'll be using a bit of olive oil. And then in here we have our yellow onion, celery stalks, and carrots, and then we also have some sugar snap peas, okay, some snap peas. So I've done most of the chopping here. I'm just going to do a little bit more, and that is the rest of this celery. So depending on the size of your stalks, one chop like this might be enough. Okay, or after they're done, and also depending on whether or not you are a fan of celery, you may want to then turn and dice it up even smaller. All right, so that you have nice small pieces for your saute. So your first step is to get all of your vegetables washed and prepped. This takes the most time. Outside of this, the dish comes together very rapidly because check your package of your vermicelli noodles, but these cook up in just 2 minutes and you don't even boil them. You just sit them in hot water. Make sure you read those instructions though, because I have boiled some before and it turned into like rice paste. It was terrible. All right, so there's the rest of our celery. Let me do the rest of the onion. I wanted to show you that I took a medium-sized onion, I sliced it in half, and then after I sliced it in half, I cut it again down like this on both sides. Okay, and then you just restack it back up again. Now I can go this way one time. Okay. And then turn it and go this way, and now you have a nice dice. Now I think the pros would say brunoise, but mine, it's not neat enough to be called that. All right, so that's it. Sometimes I use my mini chopper. It just depends. Today, because I was just doing the one onion, I didn't really feel like all of that was necessary. And then I have a big whole piece of carrot in here, but I think I've got enough carrots, so I'm not even going to add that this time. All right, we also want to finish our sauce, which already has garlic and ginger in it. We're just adding a 1/3 cup of coconut aminos. All right, this is from Trader Joe's. You can also get coconut aminos at your local health food store, but at Trader Joe's, at the time when I purchased, this was only $2.99. You'll see this cost as much as $6 or $7 somewhere else, all right? You can also substitute it with soy sauce or Bragg's if you don't have a soy concern. I like the coconut aminos. The only difference I've noticed is that it's a touch sweeter for my taste. Some people don't think it tastes sweet at all. For me, it's a little bit on the sweet side. And so I like to, sometimes I may have to add a pinch of salt to something like this, right? There's no salt listed in this recipe, but you can always add a bit to taste as well as any other seasonings. So we have our veggies ready to go. Everything is ready to go right here. We have our sugar snap peas or sugar snap peas washed and ready to go. Next thing we're going to do is head over to the stove and just bring all of this together. All right, we're back and I got a bit of a head start. I am sauteing the onions and celery here. Okay, do that for about 5 minutes. And then you're going to add in the rest of your veg. You've got your carrots. Okay. And your snap peas. And these need about 5 minutes to soften. I'm using a wok but you don't have to. You can use any skillet that you have. I just like using the wok whenever I'm cooking Asian food, and my husband likes using it for all sorts of things. So the recipe calls for matchstick carrots. I shredded these by hand. So honestly, in hindsight, I should have put the sugar snap peas in by themselves for a minute, because with the carrots shredded this thin, they'll cook up in no time. But it's all good. So giving that a stir. All right. And all we have to do after this cooks for a bit is put a lid on it for a second. Lid will help to steam that in a bit more. We're just going to add our noodles and sauce, you guys, and we'll be done. One quick thing is, just in terms of additional flavor, you can always add sesame oil when you're doing your cooking. You can feel free to throw some of that in. It will just enhance the flavor a bit more. You can also season your noodles separately if you would like. So every now and then I open this back up and I give it a stir. Okay. There. All right. And let that cook down. Here's what our noodles look like right here. The rice noodles, okay? When they come out of the water soak, these just soaked for 2 minutes in hot water. Make sure that you transfer them to a strainer and immediately rinse with cold water. All right? Rinse with cold water, and that will stop the cooking process. If you don't do that, there's a chance that they could get overcooked and they will be mushy. I mean, rice noodles aren't expensive, but why would you want to overcook them if you could avoid it? Okay, so we give these another few minutes, like so. The other thing is, you're not limited to just the veggies that you see here. You could add mushrooms in this mixture. Any vegetables that you love would go great in here. You could also do, if you wanted to add, you know, some kind of vegetarian meat product, you could do that in your saute. It would already be in here. You could add chickpeas or lentils, any legume that you prefer. I probably wouldn't do something like black bean, but then again, you know, it's your taste. So if that's what you want and you want to add that in here, by all means, go ahead. All right, so let's check it one more time. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and finish this off a little early because it's going to keep cooking. Next up, we're going to add our noodles and our sauce. All right, and I'm using some tongs, make it easier to grab that. And on the noodles, I did put a little bit of sauce on there when it came out, just because, you know, you do different things depending on how you think that, you know, you want it to taste or to your seasoning level. All right, so we've got that, and now we're adding all of this. Doesn't that look good? Now your other option is you could saute the garlic and ginger in with this, with the other veggies, and then just add the coconut aminos, right? That's another way to do it. Then those would cook in a little bit more. So I'm going to use a combination of tongs and this because I don't want to scratch the skillet with these metal tongs. Doesn't that look good? This is a very easy 30-minute meal, mostly because you don't have to really cook those rice noodles very much. Okay. At this point, all you're going to do is taste and adjust your seasoning as desired. So I hope that you will try this recipe, and more importantly, I hope that you enjoy. If you don't enjoy, you can always tweak it. This is a winner for pretty much everybody, unless some people just really don't like veggies at all. Then they'll probably eat more of the noodle than anything else. But I hope you guys enjoy. All right, thank you for watching.